What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia. This week we're doing Buster Blader. So in the English version, he's known as Buster Blader, whereas in the Japanese, it's pretty much the same name, but if you want to say it in the Japanese, it's kind of like Basuta Blader. God, that's terrible. His attribute is Earth, and he's a warrior-type monster. He's at level 7, his attack is 2600, and his defense is 2300. His effect is, this card gains 500 attack for each dragon-type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. In episode 53 of the anime, this card appeared on a Curse of Anubis booster pack that Yugioh bought. This monster also appears in the artworks of a Fusion Buster and Miracle Locus. A very vague outline of this monster appears in the artwork of Miracle Restoring. This card also appears in the artworks of Brave Attack. So this card can be seen as a physical counterpart and partner to the Dark Magician. Buster Blader has a support card known as Skilled White Magician, which works exactly the same as the support card of Dark Magician. In addition, Miracle Restoring can work for either this card or Dark Magician. Both of them also wear somewhat similar armor and have a fusion monster, Dark Paladin. In episode 65 of the anime, Yugioh used this card during his duel against Strings, while the latter was possessed by Marika Ishtar. In the next episode, Strings summons Slifer the Sky Dragon. This card then gains 500 attack due to its effect. Later, Strings uses Slifer, whose attack was 4000 due to its own effect, to attack this card. But Yugioh activates Light Force Sword to banish a card from Strings' hand for 3 turns. This decreases the attack of Slifer by 1000. Before this card can launch a counter attack, Strings uses Jam Defender to nullify the damage and save Slifer. Strings then activates Card of Safe Return to draw 3 more cards since a monster was revived. Slifer then attacks and destroys this card. In the following episode, Yugioh activates Monster Reborn to revive this card. Strings sets up a combo of Card of Safe Return where he's able to draw extra card, but Yugioh is able to reverse this and create a loop where Strings is constantly drawing cards, and because of this, it causes him to deck out. In episode 223, this card's final appearance was when Yugimoto used this card during his duel against Yugioh. He summons this card by attributing Beta the Magnet Warrior and Gamma the Magnet Warrior to summon it. This card then attacks and destroys Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast. Yugioh then uses the effect of Chimera to special summon Baphomet from the graveyard. Yugioh then tributes Baphomet in order to summon Archfiend of Gilfa. This card then attacks and destroys Archfiend of Gilfa. This activates the effect of Archfiend of Gilfa, equipping itself onto this card and decreases attack by 500. Later, Swiftguide the Fierce Knight attacks and destroys this card. Yugioh then activates Soul Rope to special summon Witch of the Black Forest from his deck. And finally, this card appeared outside of its original series in episode 23 in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. This card, Guy the Fierce Knight and Legul are shown being used by an opponent that Belowski faced in a flashback. This was, however, cut from the dub. In episode 180, the card's final appearance was when Yugimoto used this card in his duel against Jaden Yuki. He selects this card, Valkyrian the Magna Warrior and Blacklist the Soldier, for the effect of Jaden Yuki's Subspatial Battle, while Jaden chose Neospatian Flare Scarab, Aquadolphin and Clayman. Since all 3 of Yugi's chosen monsters were stronger than all of Jaden's chosen monsters, all of Jaden's chosen monsters are sent to the graveyard and he takes 1500 damage, while all of Yugi's monsters are added to his hand. And with that guys, that is another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia done. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite and subscribe. Check out my Patreon page and check out my TGS Plays channel as well if you really fancy it. So thanks a lot for watching and catch you later.